Hello Rockford, I'm Rainy Fiveash, and this is Stuart, my co-host. I hope everyone's Easter was enjoyable, and that their first few days of online schooling went well. I know that it's hard not being able to see your friends or teachers in person, especially those teachers who go above and beyond, like Mrs. Lombardo. Alicia Borchel had an opportunity to sit down with Mrs. Lombardo and learn just how much she does.
Seagull. I think I was just traumatized.
Mrs. Lombardo, a French teacher with an unusual start.
My high school only had 4 elective classes, and the only foreign language you could take was French. So I kind of got stuck with taking French.
Her passion for French developed as she learned more about the culture.
I actually ended up studying abroad, and I ended up tutoring a girl in English. Her first language was French, and I decided I just really loved it.
Lombardo fell more in love with French and wanted to share her knowledge with others.
I mostly teach French 2 and French 3, but I've taught all levels. Easily my favorite thing about teaching is the connections with kids, getting to know them and their awkwardness and their sense of humor and their talents. That's easily the best part.
Mrs. Lombardo not only hopes to educate her students, but also prepare them for their futures.
I always hope that when kids leave my class that they understand that the world is a much bigger place. There's a lot of different types of people, that there's a lot of different ideas out there and how people live, and just because someone's different than you doesn't mean that they're weird. It's just different, and that's great. That's a wonderful thing.
If nothing else, Mrs. Lombardo hopes that her students take this one thing with them.
By working really hard and feeling challenged is where the most growth is going to come, both in their personal life and also in their professional life too. Yeah, it's like,
This has been Alicia Borchel with Beyond the Rock, signing off.
It was nice seeing a familiar face again. I miss walking down the hallway and hearing Mrs. Lombardo's jokes. She knows how to create a very warm environment. And another place in our school that has a warm environment is the Chamber Singers. Josh Poot got to experience that welcome feeling when he sat down with Mrs. Scott.
Welcome to the First Hour Choir Room, where the director, Mrs. Scott, teaches the Chamber Singers.
My name is Mandy Scott.
She teaches all of the Rockford choirs in the 1012 building, including
I teach chamber singers, chorale, treble chorus, and advanced treble ensemble.
We talked to Mrs. Scott and some of the members of Chambers about their favorite part of the class.
Probably the community itself, because I feel like a lot of us we're all here to make beautiful music together, and the community is just really tight-knit and close, and we're all super good friends too.
I just love the energy really of all my classes and the charisma that everybody has, and everyone's excited to be there and to be singing.
Being in Chambers is so, I don't know, it just feels like a family, and in every choir it feels like a family, but like something about Chambers choir is like, it's just such a good family dynamic.
Gotta rise and rise and rise and rise and see, she's got to be like fly.
There are also some difficulties about being in Chambers.
It's a lot of hard work learning all that extra music.
But I think that's what makes it more fun.
Chambers isn't the only choir class with some extra difficulties.
They are all auditioned choirs.
We asked them what they would tell someone who is thinking about auditioning.
Go for it.
Audition.
It's super fun.
It's so fun and it's so worth it.
We asked Mrs. Scott about her job, and she said,
I love my job.
This has been Josh Poot with Beyond the Rock, signing off.
A lot of dedication and work goes into what the Chamber Singers do. And someone who knows that best is Alina Anderson, who is a new addition to our series, Extreme Athletes. Jacob Peck discovered just how extreme basketball can be.
I started soccer and basketball when I was like 5, playing community ed, and then I started volleyball when I was 12.
Alina Anderson has been playing sports for as long as she can remember and was a 3-sport varsity athlete her freshman year.
It was a surprise and an honor, like being able to play on varsity as a freshman. It was just a different culture, being able to play at such a young age, and you just learn so many different things and values, and I don't know, it was just a lot of fun being able to be with like those type of people and that type of environment.
Playing at this level at such a young age brings a new set of challenges and adversity to the game.
you have to be able to face adversity against like the people that are older than you. And it was kind of intimidating at first because there's people that are a lot better than you, and you need to realize like you have to be able to face adversity against like the people that are older than you.
Alina would not have to look far to find role models, having 4 athletic siblings of her own.
My siblings, they definitely play a big role as well because they're always pushing me, and they time and time will help, I'd say, like carpool me or drive me in places. It was always my sister and my brother like always saying that they were better, and then me knowing like I could somewhat be better than them, and we would just always kind of go at it.
Alina has put in so much time and effort in perfecting herself at the sport she plays. This has been Jacob Peck with Beyond the Rock School News, signing off.
I'm constantly surprised at how much these athletes put into their sports. Alina is truly one of a kind, and she is going places. And now for some last-minute announcements. Make sure to continue to check Schoology for our weekly assignments. Thank you again for watching this edition of Beyond the Rock School News. Once again, I'm Remy 5-Ash, this is Stuart, and have a great quarantine weekend. All right, you can, ow. One more time. One more time. You can't see your friends and all right. Ow! Bye.